playing a sport or doing something you really love and looking to the crowd and not seeing your parent there to celebrate that special moment with you. This is something that Aaron Vance's two young boys may have to look to in the future because a drunken driver struck and killed their mom the morning of St. Patrick's Day this spring, in an article by Andrew Seymour. Now, most of us being in college know just what being intoxicated is, or have been around people who have been intoxicated, and know that being in this state of mind and driving are two things that do not go together. Having lost someone in a drunken driving accident, I know just how serious this can be. Today I'm going to tell you about the seriousness of drunk driving. Three things I will be talking about are just how serious drunk driving is, the number of deaths it has caused, and some things that you can do to help prevent drunk driving. These three things will remind you to remain sober while you drive. Drunk driving is a very serious issue. Alcohol affects the brain in many ways. In this image from the best colleges online, it helps to show us just that. One of the main regions that alcohol affects is in the cerebral cortex. Here, information is slowed from the eyes, ears, and other senses. It also makes it hard for us to think and induces sleep. Now, this is a problem because if information from the eyes and ears are slowed, we can get blurred vision and also have the slow reaction time. If alcohol also helps induce sleep, there is a possibility of passing out behind the wheel. You can also get into a steep amount of trouble for driving under the influence. In an interview with Sam Wagner, he tells me just how his brother received a DUI. For it being only his first offense, his brother was charged $10,000 in criminal and law fees, and also lost his license for 6 months. There are also major penalties that are included in this. You can lose your license, you can develop many fees, and you can also go to jail for a certain amount of time. This image from the Browning Law Firm shows just that. Combining alcohol and driving has caused many deaths. Deaths are a major problem of drunk driving today. According to the DUI Foundation, approximately 17,600 people have died from DUI-related accidents in the last year. This accounts for over 40% of all traffic-related deaths. Also among these numbers, over 1.46 million people were charged for driving under the influence in the last year alone. The statistics really are amazing. And this next image from the Drinking and Driving website shows just that. If you take all the people who died from the September 11th attacks and combine that with all the people who were lost in the entire Iraq War, this does not even amount up to the total amount of people lost in drunk driving accidents in the last year. Also, according to the DUI Foundation, drunken driving related accidents are the most major cause of death of young Americans today. Now that you know that drunk driving is a major problem, you can take the steps to make sure that you don't drink and drive. There are a few things that you can do to make sure that you don't drive home drunk. The first thing that you can make sure to do is that you can always designate a driver. And if you want to, just to make sure that not everybody is left out, each person can take turns doing this. Now, if it's a big occasion or a special holiday, I understand that probably everybody will want to drink. There's a simple solution to this. It's as simple as picking up your phone and calling a taxi. Paying a small amount of money is worth it a lot more than risking someone's life. Another thing that you can do instead of drinking and driving is having people over to your place. If you do this, you can make sure that people have a place to stay and that no one is driving home drunk at the end of the night. Doing these things helps to make sure that people aren't driving home drunk. Now you have seen just how serious drunk driving can be. Remember just how serious it is, how many deaths it causes, and that there are many ways to help prevent it. Thank you, and just remember, the next time that you think about driving home drunk, is it really worth risking someone's life?